Welcome to day 11 of the 30-day video challenge, The Story of Me. And today I thought we'd talk about continuing from yesterday's video, work ethic. And so as I was talking to Christy and we were sitting at dinner, kind of just rehashing the past and growing up of my work ethic has always been to obviously try my best like we teach with the kids, but I've had a job pretty much every day of my life since 7th grade. And I remember having conversations with my older brother where I'd hear him say things like, well, I'm not going to do that job. It doesn't pay enough. Or I'm not going to do that job. I'm above that. And my mindset has always been, I'll do whatever job I need to make a buck so that I can work up to a job that I want to have. And fortunately, I've been able to do that, teaching martial arts and running my own business for 27 years now. Has not always been the easiest, but compared to corporate life and hearing all kinds of people talk about how they hate their job, definitely prefer this mindset and lifestyle that I'm in control of my own future. So. Thinking back about it, my very first job in 7th grade was mowing lawns. And while a lot of people might do that, mine had a little extra twist to it. My only client, so I went through our subdivision and asked people, back then, 40 some years ago, we didn't have things like the internet and social media and all that. We had to actually go door to door. So I walked around the neighborhood and asked people if they wanted me to cut their lawn for the summer, and nobody was interested. And I finally got my very first client. They were on the other side of the subdivision, which was a half a mile away. So once a week, I would push the lawnmower by hand, the half mile, and then mow the front and backyard, and then walk and push the lawnmower back home. And did that for the entire summer. And I will be honest, there were an awful lot of grumblings. Half the time walking there, walking back, didn't really want to do it, but I committed to it. And I didn't feel right quitting in the middle of the summer, because that would stick the customer that did hire me, saying, hey, sorry, I don't feel like doing it anymore. And now they're stuck and they have to find somebody else. That wouldn't be right or fair. And I wanted the money. So from there, we just kept jumping, from there, shoveling in the winter, tried newspaper routes, did delivery pizzas in high school, just all kinds of things. I worked at Cranbrook Institute of Science for several summers in college. All this before finding, the martial arts, as I've talked about in the previous video, and teaching at the community centers. So at Cranbrook, I was there when they first came out with the dinosaur animatronics. And so I was there for the very first summer they did that. I then also did the laser light shows for several years. So that was a lot of fun, putting those together and doing those for crowds. Oh, and I'm sure there's a ton of other knickknacks in there. Lots of fast food places. Definitely did not care for those. But that was kind of the point, is getting jobs that I didn't want taught me what I didn't want. So I knew that I wanted to work harder and or smarter to get to the jobs that I did want. And sometimes those are good lessons. What I see a lot of people do now is they shy away from something because it's not perfect. And so one of the lessons I learned early on is called sloppy success. And so it's always better to be moving forwards and learning, and then you're able to adjust, instead of all too often people will freeze analysis or paralysis by analysis, and they will just wait until the perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity never comes. Our program right now is phenomenal. It's great. It has room for improvement. And so I'm always looking for, what can we do better here? What can we do better there? What can we add? What should we take away? And so we're always making tweaks. If I waited until we had the perfect martial arts program or the perfect leadership program for the kids, I'd still be sitting waiting. So one of the keys that I try to teach the kids is that sloppy success. Don't wait for perfect. Get started. And while you're moving, right? Mr. Horton taught us this years ago of keep moving forwards. That's Disney. But while you're moving forwards, collect the data, read the data, analyze it, and adjust. And then just keep moving forward. So while you're always looking to improve, you're going to always be getting better as you go. So yes, learning to push a lawnmower half a mile to then mow a lawn and push it back was definitely an experience, as well as delivering pizzas for years in high school and working in other fast food places. Definitely helped build who I am today with, again, what I don't want and finding the things that I do want. So hopefully that will help you. Sloppy success, right? Just get moving, do something. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're moving forwards, it's always going to get better from there. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.